Gauteng residents are outraged by the high electricity and water bills that they have received in recent months. Many say they have been double billed or incorrectly billed for more water or electricity than they actually used. The city of Johannesburg admits there was a glitch in the system. It's denying, though, that people were incorrectly billed. Let's try and hack our way through this particular story. Heidi Giokos, good afternoon to you. Let's start off with what the residents have been saying. What's the problem and how angry are they?
Yes, indeed, Jeremy. We understand that many Gauteng residents are extremely outraged by the fact that they have been billed very high for electricity and water over the last 2 to 3 months. They are saying, according to what they would previously be billed, it doesn't correlate with their current bill. Just looking at some tweets that people are, and the bills that they're actually tweeting, some people are being billed for using 60,000 litres of water in 1 month. A household of 3 would never use so much water, and many are saying that they are being billed very high for electricity. We do know that over the last month we saw load shedding and power cuts, many saying that some of them aren't even at home to be using so much electricity. So they're saying there's definitely an issue, and it just does not correlate with how much electricity and water they have been using previously in relation to what they have been billed over the last 2 to 3 months.
Now, you have since spoken to the city. What has it told you?
Yes, so we've actually spoken to the MMC of Finance from the city of Joburg, and he has indicated that because the budget was tabled very late in July, it should have been tabled earlier, they did not counter in the new rates and taxes, the increase thereof. So he's basically saying that that was not counted or factored into the new billing. He's also saying that when it comes to the water issue, people were billed for 60 days instead of 30 days. But he says that there was no double billing, and the bill that many are receiving has to do with how much they've used, and if there is an issue, it might be a leak or there might be another issue. But he says he admits there was a glitch in the system, but Gauteng residents do need to pay. Let's listen to what he had to say.
There's no double billing. What has happened is that the July bill has been delayed. We approved the budget in council on the 9th of July, which was an anomaly. It has never happened before. The budget has to be approved before the 1st of July each financial year. So the budget was approved on the 9th of July, which meant that the new tariffs of the new financial year would not have been loaded in the system, which meant that the system would have been closed up to around about the 12th. So we couldn't generate the bill as per normal, because to generate the bill you need to have the rates and taxes figures loaded in the system. So you couldn't load them because you didn't have approval before the council meeting of the 9th.
Heidi Giokos, a lot of people who might find themselves in a situation like that would run straight to their ward councillor.
Yes, indeed. So we've actually spoken to Ward 88 Councillor David Hensman, and he has indicated that he is encouraging Gauteng residents to look properly at their bill and to make sure that they did in fact use up so much water and electricity. And he's saying that the city did admit that there was a big issue, but he also said something that was quite interesting, the fact that there was lockdown regulations from March. Proper meter readings were not done because they couldn't send personnel out to do proper readings, and this has definitely impacted, and it seems as though the city has just done an estimate when it comes to water consumption, and the ward council is saying that it is indeed concerning because it seems as though the residents just don't want to pay up, they don't agree with what they've been billed, but the city is saying there is no issue. So it's going to be a very difficult position for the city when these residents refuse to pay up.
All right, Heidi Giokos in the newsroom. This is Thursday lunchtime on ENCA and also on ETV.